This is Code.org. Now that Joyful Pastries food truck owner can create dessert objects, again, I think we should be the owner. We're taking over this truck. So that now that we can create dessert objects with specific flavors and prices, we would like to create a cookie objects with specific values as well. So I need to import dessert and cookie. And like always, guys, copy it from over here if you don't have it. So bloop, backpack, cookie, and dessert, and import. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, interesting. They import in alphabetical order, I guess. I kind of like that. Or maybe just the order. Never mind. This doesn't matter. Write a no argument constructor in the cookie class. So I think we're getting pretty good at this, although it's going to always be a bit confusing. I knew. So a no argument constructor, public. Now, what's the name of my constructor? It's the identical to the name of the class. So cookie and no argument. So that means this is empty, right? No parameters. Bam. And what am I going to do with this? Write a no argument. Oh, it doesn't say anything. Okay, and write a parameterized one. I assume we're going to want to set the values, which maybe they just expect us to surmise on our own. The only value I'm seeing, though, is Chewy. Right now, I'm just going to leave it here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And cookie, so I just copied and pasted. This time, I'll have a isChewy variable, so that's a Boolean. isChewy. And again, guys, the reason I'm about to do isChewy, this isn't going to work, right? This will break something. And the reason it will, well, it's going to really confuse the computer because the computer sees this is Chewy and it says, okay, wait a minute. I'm supposed to set the value of the parameter you just passed equal to the parameter you just passed? Bruh? And that's not what we want. We want to set this value up here. And to do that, we have to use the this keyword. And all that means, it tells the computer when I say this, I mean the class value. So this dot is Chewy, it now knows, oh, I'm going to set this, right? So is Chewy up here is going to have a new value. It will be equal to the value that's passed right here. All right, so that's our parameterized one. I'm going to go ahead and assume they want us to set the instant variable here as well. Is Chewy, I'll just default this to true, I guess. You could default it to false, but Chewy cookies are better. Instantiate objects using each constructor. Okay. And let me go ahead and do that. And print the constructor for the object. How do I print this information? Like always, they give it here. I'm just going to print it. This is going to actually print it twice, but sure. Oop, what did I break here? Cookie, Java, line 22. Oh, did I forget to close this properly? So now the class doesn't? Let's see. And I did what I always love to do and forget the new keyword. There we are. Those are looking good. I did print them twice. We don't currently have a way to get this info for isChewy. We could... I do want to point out, though, for the cookie constructor, knowing that we just learned in the previous lesson, we have this dessert class as well. So we can go ahead and set values for the dessert class. For instance, I remember one of the values was flavor and price, because I can look over here, flavor and price. So I'm actually really going to want to do that. I think that's kind of fun to do, and it shows that we are, learning. Copy and paste. Because again, the cookie has all of the values in the parent class. What's the parent class? Dessert. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And same deal, just like Chewy. And now this might, well, let me show you. Oh, let me put values here first. Now, notice this is going to break it because this dot price doesn't exist. Where does it exist? It exists in the parent class, the dessert class. So that is not what we want to do. It's tempting to do, and I see it a lot. What we actually want to do, though, is super, and then let's look at the constructor for our dessert class. Flavor and price. So, bam, there we go. Cool. Onward. Oh, test. Onward.